Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are out here at Flip City, gorgeous day, with Kyle Williams for a fun practice round.
Yeah, we heard there's some new modifications to the course. This little cool wall is one of them. It looks great. A lot of the tee pads have been resurfaced apparently, and we're just going to discover what else is new. And we have some beautiful weather right now. Hopefully it holds up. Anything to say, Kyle?
I'm excited to play casual at Flip. I don't think I've played a casual round at Flip in like 5-6 years, so let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. Alrighty, there we are, folks. Big thanks to Kyle for coming out and playing around with us. It was a great day. Here we go.
Team Taylor commentary back in the booth where it isn't a booth. Here I am, hole one, relatively straight shot, finishes a little bit to the left, so I'm throwing my overstable crystal buzz here, and this just gets lifted by the wind, way left.
Yes.
About as left as you can get there.
It was a pretty windy day at Flip City. We're at Flip City, and if you have not been to Flip City, you should go because it's awesome and amazing. It's on Bill McKenzie's personal property. You put $5 in to play all day per person, and it is well worth it.
Oh my gosh, it is incredible. The aesthetics are amazing, and he said ever since he started quarantine, he's had a lot of time. He said he's been working on it for 8 hours a day.
Yep.
Which is insane. So go check it out for sure.
Yeah.
Here's my drive, almost OB in that rock garden. 90-footer and cashing it in. What a way to start. Throwing not a good drive and then making that putt was just...
No, that is not where you want to be on hole one. Hole one is a 250-foot righty hyzer, about the simplest shot in disc golf, for a right-handed person. Oh,
little right side for Kyle there. Maybe just not warmed up.
There we go.
He'll get into his rhythm.
Oh yeah, it's one you really want to get. So Kyle's a little bummed right there, but still a smile on his face.
Yeah.
Good guy. Good guy.
Moving on to hole two here. Throw in my Z-force and just ripping on it.
This hole is just over 500 feet. Kind of bends to the right and then goes straight for a bit back into the shadowy trees you can see there. I'm throwing my good old first round nuke, because that's what it does.
Leaking a little right, but not too bad.
It's a great turnover driver. Now, it's so old, it's a good turnover driver. Kyle, I'm not sure what he drove with here, but it's a crush.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot from Kyle. The left side is a little bit more preferable on this hole. The upshot gets a little bit easier from the right side, less trees to deal with.
I always seem to land right here, and it's trickier than it needs to be. So where you two landed is more to the left and a little closer to the basket.
Yeah.
Makes the upshot much easier.
A tree in front of me blocked off the sidearm line, but easy backhand, just filtered right down to the basket.
Yeah, and Kyle just had a jump putt approach there. Very nice.
Easy, well, no.
Awesome.
Easy threes for Kyle and I.
Yeah, I still have work to do, some meat on the bone.
25-footer here to save par. Nice.
There was a healthy headwind coming at me there too. That's what Kyle just commented on. I had to aim dead flat at the chain link I wanted to hit, and it worked.
Easy three for Kyle.
Rattler shout out.
Easy three for me.
There's a story behind that. Maybe we'll get to it some other time.
Yeah. Hole three here. I'm throwing roller. Cause it's a good roller play. It came out, but
this hole's about 375 down the hill out to the light area.
My eyes.
Little contrast here. That's okay. I'm going sidearm with a crank, and I catch one of those trees about 2/3 of the way to the pin.
I know, I was playing it like it was going to flip up.
The headwind did not flip it up for me.
Kyle throwing the same disc he did on the last hole.
Good rip, no flip though.
You can't really see that one finish, but he's in the open.
And you saw 3 different styles of drive there, and any three of those can work on this hole. It's it's a very cool hole because of that.
Zone don't care.
I
So-
personally like the roller because of the low ceiling on this hole.
And because rollers are fun.
Oh yeah. I'm
I
going.
wish I got to throw more rollers.
Yeah. Throwing my Pro D zone. Drifts a little bit to the left, but overall a pretty good shot there.
Kyle's got a long look here in the open.
Can it? Bit short.
Again, there was more wind than it appears there. You can hear it in the mic a little bit.
I believe that he commented that it just completely dropped as soon as he
Yeah,
threw
the wind
it.
dropped it. The wind was... So this is one of the windiest times I think I've ever played at Flip. Look at those brand new baskets though. Those are so pretty, right?
Yeah. He bought a lot of Chain Star Pros. Really nice baskets. Nice touch to the course. That was already incredible.
Yeah, it really freshens up the look of the course. They look incredible. And a lot of the tee pads have been resurfaced, as you can see. This pin, if you've played before, is moved to the left compared to where it used to be.
Yeah.
But it's still around that grouping of trees you can see there.
Yeah,
That Luke ran into.
I thought that was perfect. It was the right height to get up to the basket, but just a little too high. The branches caught it.
You want to do it more like
That.
this.
It's kind of what you want.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. That was that good old
You're all
sparkle
good.
force.
You're all good, Dad.
Thanks,
It's okay.
man. The timing just worked out there.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
mean to brag.
Kyle throwing something,
Yeah, Kyle.
and pretty good.
That's good.
Great shot. Giving himself a look there.
He's got a good look at the old pin position. Well, they're both about the same, but it's moved a little more to the left on that plateau. And yeah, that was
I think it's substantially left of where it used to be. It changes the tee shot.
Yeah.
You definitely want to hyzer it now to keep reaching the basket.
just got a look here. Cannon it.
Bang.
That was money. Nice putt from Kyle there.
Here's what I'm left with. That one tree right in my way.
He's got that 2 right in there. So you move to 2 down. I believe Kyle and I are now at 1 down. Yep.
Oh man, I'm in the lead. I didn't even realize at this point. What is this, hole 5 now?
Yes.
This-
You go over a hill and then down a hill to the basket.
Mm-hmm. I think if I had to say that, I don't know, like 340, 350 maybe?
Yeah, something like that. It's a tricky hole.
Another unique hole. The tee shot, there's a hill right in your face. And you have to get over it, but you don't want to pop it up.
Because then you will hyzer out to the left like the shot from Kyle.
We both did, yep.
But the right side is OB because that's where the path to the next hole is, and
And because the OB makes the
hole
hole more interesting and more challenging too.
Yeah, I'm throwing my Undertaker here. Yeah. And I turn it over a little too much, and I go into the OB. So that's an OB stroke for me.
Yep, it has always been OB. The rope wasn't there today, but in tourneys it's there, so we played it that way.
Play it like it's a tournament.
So you're taking an OB stroke to get back to where this is. So this that's for 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so
I'm
you'll be
just-
dropping in a 4.
Yep.
And I'm down there in the
Where the-
bottomless pit, apparently.
Where the arrow's pointing. And not too shabby.
Easy 3 from where, I mean, it was an Anheuser around a tree, but
With a putter. Okay. Just easy stuff.
here we go.
Yep.
But his left hand is actually pretty impressive.
You guys talking about Ziggy?
Yeah, this guy was
Under some short-
recently played an event with our friend Ziggy, who is recovering from shoulder surgery and
Yep.
working on his lefty game and putting righty. So
Just don't say anything important. Yeah. There's some music playing in the background, so we were kind of talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is hole 6. That was my drone.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What is this, like 280 something?
Something like
280
that, but
something.
it's downhill, and
Yeah.
this is one that if you don't get, you're kind of disappointed. It's an easy hole to get here. Yeah, Kyle you were both throwing really ideal shots there.
Thank you.
I'm throwing my Brian Earhart zone. Will I get it close to the pin as you guys? Looking a little inside, but still like 25 footer.
Yeah, settled nicely there.
Good birdie.
All day,
Thank you.
right?
We like snakes.
You like snakes.
I don't remember why I said that, but
We were talking about snakes for some reason.
right.
So then the other day, I had a snake by the woodpile, and Maggie, my dog, found it. And it was a hognose snake. And I turned the corner, she was barking at it, and it was, its head was flat, kind of like a cobra.
Yeah, they do that.
And it was going left and right while she was barking at it. And then I took just like a stick or a stake, whatever I had close, and I was kind of like, I told Maggie to get away, and I was going to pick it up and move it away to a brush pile so she would leave it alone. And as soon as I touched it, it did like one of those alligator like death rolls, and it was playing dead, like it just like spit out a frog. It made a gurgling noise, and then it didn't move. And I'm like, I know you're faking. This is not.
I saw your post. That was really interesting.
It was quite interesting.
There you go.
What a discussion.
Pure Michigan right there. Hog noses.
Hole 7 here. It's tricky to reach the basket, but you generally just want to hit this gap. The basket's on top of a hill, and yeah.
To the left, yeah. It's a unique sort of shot. You must hit that hole, though.
Yes, that is like mandatory. Hit that hole.
Yeah.
Do not want to be in trouble on
I
this.
have not hit it the last, a couple times, the last few times I played, and yeah, you drop down, and
You're in trouble.
unless you get lucky with a roll, you're taking a 4 from behind those smaller trees you can see there.
I was throwing my machete, and you'll see in a second here, our grouping of drives was one of the best I think I've seen.
Yeah, those were 3 good ones. We all have looks there. I mean, you wanted to get up closer, obviously, and it is possible, but it is a tricky shot.
Yeah.
So.
It's hard to get up there with the backhand for righties.
We're all about 30 feet or so here.
Oh,
I kind of thought I made that.
that was a good bid, Dad.
But I didn't.
I've got
There is a
look.
drop off behind the basket on this one, too.
Ooh,
You made this one? I forgot you made this one.
I did make this putt.
Wow, good job, man.
Thanks.
Look at that hustle.
Steep hill. When it's uphill, because then you're like, well, on flat ground, I'd be like, yes, no. Yeah. But
We didn't know if
Oh, we were
I was
talking
out or
about
in.
inside or outside of the putting circle. That's right.
Flat ground, easier to judge. Uphill, tricky. Ooh. Little right, little high.
And there's the downhill I was just talking about. You can see.
Basket's up on a plateau. Tricky. Very tricky. Kyle for par here. Whoops.
Come on, he says. It's okay, Kyle. Practice round, buddy.
Fancy drop in there. Wah.
Yeah.
Here we are. Hole 8. It goes pretty straight.
Pretty straight. It's about 250.
But it slopes down to the left, so it is a really tricky shot.
Tricky landing. Yes.
It would have been perfect if it had gone where I was aiming.
You got that far.
Would have been perfect if I had thrown it right.
Mm-hmm. So true.
I'm off on the right though. I've got
a challenger in my hand, and then it slipped out of my hand.
What happened there?
Sometimes you just smile and shake your head. It slipped out of my hand. I don't have anything else to say about it.
Kyle looking like throwing an overstable putter. Actually took a huge skip, hit a tree, and then was like 15 feet.
Yep. So I'm over here where you should never be on this hole.
I haven't seen that spot since my old college days.
You haven't even been to college.
I know.
Okay.
Banging!
Just stop it already. Oh my gosh. That great putt.
Thank you.
Of his other son, Micah. Are you kidding me? Kyle playing the hole like it's supposed to be played here. Yes.
Nails it this time. Easy birdie.
Still hurts.
Kyle's putting a course in on his property, and he was talking about doing a lot of manual labor, and his back was a little sore. All right, here's the new hole 9, new as of last year, I believe. And now look at that. Look at that new tee pad, though. That really improves the hole.
Yep.
This one, a lot of trees. There's a fairway that you're trying to hit right here.
Which I am in, throwing my Buzz SS, which I should have thrown in the last series of videos, but
That's fairly successful.
shout out to Tim's Discs. Go check out a Barham Buzz SS.
And here's Kyle.
And that was money.
Made it.
Kyle.
I've tried to do that line before and failed every time.
Threw it down the fairway perfect.
So I take the outside hyzer here.
The Crystal Buzz.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remembered that was what I tried to throw.
It's
in
kind
the
of
tournament last year.
you got to trust yourself on that. All you got to do is you try to hit that initial gap, and then it kind of drifts to the left, hopefully.
Yeah, so I'm throwing my Rattler again here.
Oh, almost.
The story behind that is I was trying to decide the best Discraft putter, quote unquote. There's a lot. Discraft has tons of good putters,
really helped you.
but I was trying to decide it for my own stuff here, and I was throwing it from around our yard, throwing all the putters from around our yard, and then trying to make the putts. And the ones I didn't get the twos with were eliminated. I had like 12 different putters, and I was down to the final 4. Parked it with the first 3, and then threw it in with the Rattler. And then Dad, Micah, Peter, and Matthew were like, "Put it in the bag, putter. Put it in the bag, putter."
Yeah, we don't usually chant. It was very spontaneous.
Just happened on the moment, man.
All right.
After that shot, I gave the Rattler back to
Don't
my
miss your 2-foot scuba there, honey.
gave the Rattler back to Micah, and I was like, "It's out of the bag."
We'll see what happens here.
All right, here's the new tee pad for hole 10. Much longer than before. So I am trying a forehand drive.
And hyzer it out to the right, but you should be in a decent spot. This basket is a little bit to the right, like backhand turnover or a forehand here for righties. And then it's on a sweet looking plateau that you'll see here in a minute.
Yeah, the new green was in place last year, but playing from the old pad location, which was a lot shorter of a hole.
Yeah.
The green is very nice.
And I thought that was perfect, but as you'll see here in a second, we all have like 40 to 35 foot looks or something like that. Kyle, a little bit right, a little bit high.
I was really surprised where mine landed. My drive. I thought I was way right, and then I walked up, I'm like, oh, cool.
None of us making those sweet putts.
Well, that could have been epic.
Yeah, Mom was really happy with that camera angle, and she was like, "It'd be so sweet if they all banged this," but none of us did,
Yep.
and that'll happen sometimes.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. There you
Yep.
go.
It's a very true saying in disc golf.
And even and if it doesn't work out,
All right.
Hole 11, one of my personal favorites.
yourself too. Yeah, I know.
A lot of the time it's easier just to take the medicine and get a par,
I know. Yeah.
and then you feel a lot better about your own game, and you continue to do well. So it's
yeah. Some of those
Hard
decisions
decision
that you
whether
make
to
where you
ru-
like take your medicine or whatever. Some of those are real big confidence boosters. You're like, I made the right decision.
Yep.
There we go. Some insight into decision making on the course there.
Taking your medicine.
Using the force again. No pun intended, Star Wars fans. Shorted it. Dang it. Hate to do that on this hole. This is one of the coolest holes on the course, hole 11. I think it's like 344 off the top of my head. And you just want to throw it at the dartboard,
Yeah.
It's like throwing darts.
Yeah, as I said a little bit earlier there, one of my personal favorites, you just
We're
get
getting
to...
old, Kyle.
You just get to throw a big hyzer, and it's awesome hole.
Mm-hmm.
Cool rock
Yeah,
pile.
you probably noticed Luke's drive already under the basket on those first two.
Yeah, that's.
Spoiler alert, he parks it right here. He
Yeah,
he jumped my box at that point, and
by accident.
yeah, so no biggie. Here's Kyle.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, buddy. He actually walked that off, and then I whispered to Dad, he's gonna make this.
yeah.
Cause every time you walk it off, and it's just outside, it's like, oh yeah, buddy.
That's what he just said. Keep it outside the circle so I can make the jumper. Something to that effect.
Ooh.
Yeah, I almost got a Flip City rollaway right there. This course is known for its rollaways.
Working on them
Us being short,
5-foot scuba skills.
Old age. My back. It hurts.
Up here. It goes even higher.
This place is so cool, man. Seriously, like, I don't want to know how long it took Bill to do that, but it looks sweet.
There's lots of little interesting
Skip time.
interesting features around the course. You can see all the rock piles everywhere and that kind of mowed into the ground. Very cool place to go.
So here's 1A, and that's
Wow,
the
that's a
shot.
lot of tree hits.
That is
Just
a lot of
straight, whatever you think you
This
can
is
get.
a really fun drive, yeah.
Yeah, just downhill, gentle, straight shot.
You
That's
did what
the
I did.
same disc that slipped out of my hand a few holes ago.
You threw it really good today. I don't think that you're in any trouble.
Oh, like actually today, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
We were out at Deerfield today. Look at a birdie. Nice putt, Dad.
Yeah, but thank you. But as Kyle said when we were doing this, he's like, if you have to make putts like we are doing here, because he made his too. If you have to make putts to get a 2 on this hole, you're doing it wrong. He said.
Yeah.
So,
This hole is pretty easy to park. It's a really fun shot, though.
all right, and that wraps up our front 12, correct?
Yep.
There we go.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2 because it's going to be fun.
We'll see you on the back 12.
Yep.